Hello.
How are you?
Fine. You?
Fine. Good. How was your weekend? Belen?
Relax.
Relaxed.
Yeah. Yeah, it was fine.
Good. Fine.
Yeah. I skipped the obligations, like the homework. So now it's not that fine, but the weekend was fine.
Sorry, what do you mean by now is not that fine because you have a lot of homework?
Yeah.
Homework?
Yeah. Yeah, like the statistica, by
By
statistics.
statistics? So
Yeah.
you didn't do what you had to do?
No.
Okay. It was like a strike.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Victor, I read your email.
Thank you. How are you? How everyone?
Fine, thanks. You must leave at 4.
Yes, I have to.
Where are you traveling?
Within nearby, actually, in Yali. I don't know if you heard about that.
Sorry, where?
The Yali.
No.
El Yali.
What's that?
Y-I-L-I. Yali.
Why? Why? Jali. El Jali. Where is that?
Nearby Concon and Santo Domingo.
I never heard about that place.
Yeah, it's located like between Santo Domingo and Rapel.
Yeah. I know Rapel, I know Santo Domingo, but I...
In between.
Yeah.
Yes.
And are you staying there for long? I mean, how long are you staying there?
I think until Saturday.
Okay. Okay. Well, good luck with your work. Raquel, okay, yeah. She had some walkie-talkie. There are two, well, Victor is leaving earlier and Sophia is coming late, but well, let's see. There are other students that are, wait a minute. Originally you were 6 students, if I'm not wrong. I can't remember exactly. 7. So Uriel is the one that has been missing. Matias Reyes, he disappeared. Okay. Okie dokie. Well, let's see. If I remember well, and my notes are correct, there was some homework that I gave you last class, wasn't it? Yes? Do you remember? About vaccines?
I did early that class.
Sorry, what?
I leave early that class.
You left. Yes.
I left. So I left early that class.
We talked about vaccines vaccines against, COVID vaccines, yeah?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Yeah, but if you missed the class, you should have read the material, Victor.
Yes, I read it, but I didn't catch the part of the homework.
Okay. Well, the idea was to do exercises 4, 5, and 6. 4, 5, and 6. All of them were related to the text. Well, one was about the, no, sorry. All of them were about the text that is on page 4. Where different people talk about this vaccine. Yes? What about What about Belen? Hi, Matilde.
Hi.
Okay. What about the rest of students? Could you do the homework?
I didn't do either.
I was
left there too, so I didn't know. I'm sorry.
Okay. Who could do the homework? Matilde, could you do the homework?
Yes.
Yes. Raquel,
Yes.
could you do the homework? Raquel.
Yes,
Yes. Okay.
I think so.
Well, the idea was to read the paragraph on page 4, traveling with vaccine passports. Actually, it's not about vaccines only, it's about vaccine passport, the text about that. And according to that, the idea is to, in exercise 4, is to decide if each of these people is for or against vaccine passports. Yes? Let's see, Matilde, can you please tell me the first one, Pensry?
He is 4.
Right. Raquel, number 2, Derek?
I don't do that. I I do the 5 and the 6, but not the 4. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
Matilde, I'm afraid you will have to do number 4 completely.
Okay. Actually, I didn't do the whole exercise, the next exercise. So
Okay,
with
so then
Raquel,
you
we
can
will.
proceed with Raquel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Turno.
So Derek is against.
Right, good.
Sarah also is against.
Right,
Juan is for.
good.
Li Wei is
Mhm.
against.
Okay.
And Richard is for.
Okay, very good. Very good. Very, very good. Let's see, in exercise 5, here was vocabulary. Yeah? Here you had to, about the same article, you had to find the vocabulary with the following meanings. Okay. Raquel, your turn now.
Yes, yes, it's my turn. Income, the money you receive.
Yes, good.
Privacy,
Good.
not being watched or disturbed. How do I say the meaning first and then
No, give
the,
me just the number and the word.
okay. 3, fraud.
Very good.
4, restriction.
Okay,
5, elderly.
good.
6, lose out.
Mm-hmm. Right,
7, motivation.
good.
And 8, perk.
Okay, very good. Very good. So from top to bottom, we have income, privacy, fraud, restrictions, elderly, lose out, motivation, and perks. Okay, good. Any question about this, Raquel?
No, I don't have a question. I have a question with number 6, but
With what, number 6? Okay.
no, with the yes, with
Well,
the next
actually,
one.
number 5 has 2 parts.
Yes.
The first part is just the vocabulary, and the second part, you have to complete the sentences with one of these words. I
Yes.
assume, Matilda, that you didn't do this part either.
Yes.
Yes, okay. So Raquel,
Yeah.
again, all yours.
Okay, and the number and the word.
No, read the sentence because I want to check pronunciation also.
What is most important to you? Your income or your health?
Okay, good. Maybe the word income and also could be privacy. It's another, I mean, it would also, wait a minute, let me move this. Yes. Okay, right. Income or privacy. Good. Number 2.
Who are the most important elderly people in your life? Why are they important to you?
Okay, right. 3.
What is your motivation to get out of bed in the morning?
Good question. Let's see. Number 4.
What are the perks of living in your home country?
Right. 5.
And do you think young people these days lose out on opportunities for happy life compared to their parents?
Right.
The next one is, what restriction did you have to deal with during the pandemic? 7, are you someone who likes to have a lot of privacy? Or do you prefer to be around people most of the time? Why? And have you ever been the victim of fraud? What happened?
Okay, good. Good. Then we're going to get into some of these questions, to discuss them orally. I think would be interesting. Okay. Finally, we get to exercise 6, that was reading comprehension. Complete the following sentences with no more than 3 words from the article. Okay. Matilde, did you do this?
No, but I can do it in 2. Oh,
There is an earthquake.
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, it is.
We are cool. We are cool.
Yeah, it stopped. Yeah. It was a strong, short, but stronger.
Strong.
No?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because in my apartment, I never feel them. Never, but it's hard.
It is still moving the ground. Yeah. Now it's stopped.
No, it stopped. Yeah. Yeah. Well, oop. I don't like them. Okay, let's see. So, Matilde, you said that you don't have it, but you can do it.
In 2 minutes, maybe 3.
Okay. Let's
Or
see.
if you prefer, Raquel could read it.
Raquel, you will overwork today. Let's see, Raquel.
Sorry, Raquel.
We are a compliment. You have the first one, I have the old rest. We always are a compliment.
Sorry, you said, Raquel, that you didn't do it completely?
I don't do it completely. I don't do the 6, the last one. But
Okay, but you have from number 1 to number 5.
yes.
Okay, let's see. Number 1. Can you read completely?
Okay. Pensri says that during the pandemic, Thailand has had a lot of problems financially.
Financially, right.
Financial. Derek is concerned that vaccine passports may help people around the world to know your private health information.
Find out.
Find out?
Find out, yes. Yeah, because it's not the same, not exactly the same. Wait a minute. Find out means averiguar. Yeah, find out. Yes.
Yeah.
Number 3.
Sarah argues that profits from the illegal sale of false vaccine passports will be used to support criminal business.
Businesses.
Business.
Okay, support, right. Be careful with the pronunciation. Sarah argues that profits from the illegal sale of false vaccine passports. Yeah, right, support. Number 4, please.
Juan believes that some nations will need more people for work, and vaccine passports are the best way to quickly and safely allow people to travel to those countries again.
Right. Need more people. Good. 5.
Li Wei points out the possibility of vaccine passports creating an unfair situation for youths from poor countries.
Okay, youths. Youth from poor countries, right. So number 6 is the one you are not sure about? You are not sure, or you don't have it?
I have it in blank. I don't have it.
You don't have it. Matilde?
I think, but I have a problem with this exercise. I don't know the word. We have to take it from the
same
text.
text.
Okay.
From the Richard's one, you have to
Yeah,
pick.
Richard's part.
Okay, but here it's good if I write inequality. Unequal.
Be careful, because in the sentence you have the word, the blank is between commas.
It's an
In number 5.
I'm sorry?
6. In number 6.
Number 6. Richard is certain that, comma, blank, another comma. That means that it's extra
number
information that could be in parentheses also.
Yes, I was in number 5.
Ah,
Mhm.
if you go back to Richard,
Some people.
passport will encourage people to get the vaccine. It's great motivation. There are going to be some people who will refuse to get the vaccine no matter what. But those who do, they should be allowed to travel and work again. Richard is certain that there will be those who refuse to get vaccinated, but they will not have the benefits of those that do if we have vaccine passport. So what words could be included there?
Maybe no matter what.
Exactly, right. No matter what. No matter what, who said that? Belen? Yes.
Yes.
Richard is certain that, comma, no matter what, there will be those who refuse to get vaccinated. Yes, that's correct. Okay, good. Any questions or comments about this paragraph, this vocabulary?
No, I have trouble for understand the 6th one, but now it have sense.
Yeah, but do you understand the meaning and no matter what?
Yes,
Okay,
I understand it.
okay, right. Any other question or comment about it?
No.
No? Now, if we go back to the text about vaccine passports, what do you think about vaccine passports? Do you agree with them? Or are you for or against them? Or you don't care? What do you think?
I'm agree, but not now. not in near present.
I'm sorry, I don't understand what you're saying. You agree?
I agree
or
with
I
the
agree?
passport.
I'm sorry?
I agree with the passport,
Yeah.
but not now, not at this moment, not in the present. Maybe in 1 year more, but not now, not with the new variant of the virus.
Why not?
Because we have to reduce the spreading of the disease, of the virus. And now if we allow the people to travel, they will carry the virus and spread it all over the world again.
Yeah.
So we are not entirely safe with these vaccines. And we don't have another another tool, another measure to control it than the social distancing and the and limit the mobility of the population.
Okay, so in the end, I mean, you agree with the idea of a vaccine passport, but not in the moment that in Chile it is being used.
Yes,
Okay.
and maybe in all the world with this, for example, Israel in the present right now have they increase her contagious rate.
Yeah.
Rate.
Have
Yes.
they increased the number of infections?
Yes, and with the new variant of the virus.
Delta variant?
Yes.
That is the most contagious, no?
It's
more contagious than the other ones.
It's more contagious, but it's not, I think it's not more little than the others one.
Okay.
It's the same.
You mean it doesn't kill so many people?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay.
If you know something about Belen or Matilde that you want to complement with that information.
Matilde?
I don't know. I think it's more contagious, but I think I don't know if the mortality is different than the other variants.
Yeah. But I didn't know that, I mean, that Israel or other countries, I mean, have increased their number of infections
It's
because
in the
of
news.
passports.
It's in the news right now.
Yes. Yeah, I haven't read the news.
I saw that news when I have lunch.
Ah, okay. Yeah. No, I haven't watched anything for several days. Okay. So yeah, because Europe is opening all the, I mean, no masks, everybody can go anywhere, all shops open. That is what the last I heard about it. So
That
no,
is
it's
true.
not so good then. Okay. Well, what about the other people? What do you think about vaccine passports?
I think it's a good idea to help the economic, the people, but I can agree totally with that because I feel it's a discriminatory element for some people, because some people, of course, they don't want to get the vaccine. Well, that's their problem. But other people can't get the vaccine because they have some problems. Maybe a very specific illness or a very specific allergy, so they can't get the vaccine. No, or the younger ones, the kids.
Yeah.
Kids can't get the vaccine because there are no vaccines approved to kids under 14 or 12 years old, I guess. So they just can't get the vaccine. It's a little discriminatory, I think.
Discriminating, yeah. Well, it is, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so I think it's a good idea. Maybe not at this moment, but it's not perfect. It is what we have, but it's not perfect.
Yeah, okay. Well, perfection doesn't exist, I think. No? But I understand that, well, now I think Pfizer vaccine is the one that is being used with children over 12, no?
Yeah, between 12 and 18, I think.
But isn't it, doesn't it, I mean, what about the children under 12? I mean, will they never be vaccinated?
Probably they will, and probably it would be with Pfizer.
Pfizer, yeah.
But the test, the proofs,
The approval.
the approval for this is more strict. So the tests are much slower
Ah, okay.
than the adults because kids can't, ¿cómo se dice? Can consent
Can't what?
and consent. The consentimiento,
Yes. Sorry, but I
they
don't
can't.
understand the idea. Children cannot consent. What do you mean? They cannot. Yeah, they are not
Yeah,
supposed to.
but children, to get the approval of the vaccine for children have to take the test with the vaccine.
Yeah.
But children cannot consent. So the tests are slower because they have to find parents who will consent for their children to take the test and wait. And if it has secondary effect, it's, well, a big problem. So um, approval the approval for the vaccine for the children, it's much more strict. They can have all the secondary effects that can have for an adult, for example.
And what happens with the other vaccines? I mean, how can they I don't know. I mean, approve other vaccines with children? What is the way to do that? Do you know?
The pharmaceuticals have to take the test, take the
Yes.
vaccine, and be sure that it's a good vaccine, and test in parents who can trust in the pharmaceutical and take their children to get that vaccine. So it's difficult. In
Very
fact,
difficult.
yeah, because it's a risk, so it's
Yeah, I
slower.
mean, your children will be guinea pigs. No?
Yeah, yeah. In adults, it's
Yeah, it's
easier.
your decision.
Yeah, but in kids, it's complicated.
Very complex. So it will take I mean, it will take a while to have vaccines for children
Years,
under 12.
probably, I guess, 3-4 years from now. And for one vaccine, maybe, because vaccine like AstraZeneca, I don't think they will never attempt to
Why
get
not?
their vaccine approved to
Why
children
not?
because it has really bad secondary effects. Thrombosis, it's very
AstraZeneca,
risky.
yeah, I was thinking about the Chinese one. Yeah. Okay, yeah,
No,
yeah.
no,
No, the other one, yeah. No, I have a confusion. I mean, among all these
no,
vaccines.
no.
Yeah, okay, yes.
So from all the vaccines, maybe one or two
Yeah.
good to take the approval, to
Yeah.
attempt to take the approval.
Yeah. Very well. I mean, the use of attempt is very well used there, Belén. Very good.
Thanks.
Good. Okay. Any other opinion about these vaccine passports?
I have a lot of bad news if you wanna hear. I
I'm
was
sorry?
I you can listen to me now?
Yes.
Now, yes? You can hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. No, I was saying that I have to say that there is a lot of more bad news in coming. So I
Like
was
what?
listening carefully. I was listening carefully, and now, 14 minutes ago, I'm gonna read it as it is. Um, Delta plus a variant, aka Delta plus a number, whatever, now upgraded to variant of concern by India Ministry of Health for faster transmission, stronger binding to lung cells, and the special ability to reduce efficacy of certain monoclonal antibody drugs. So we have Delta variant, and now there is a Delta variant plus. 15 minutes ago was just the ministry said that.
Another one, yeah.
Yeah.
To make things worse, yeah. So for sure, we have to get another doses of vaccine.
I think is that not even a question. We have to do that.
Yeah.
In the near future. So for the question about the passport, I think I agree with Belen and Raquel also. I think that is we can approach that that measure of public health in terms of epidemiology effects or economy effects. So at the end of the day, we can discuss all day about if it is a good measure of that kind of document that it is the passport. But at the end, that is always going to be like a debate with the economy. So we have now 15 months of pandemic, a little bit more. So I really have not seen a change in that direction. So I don't think that's going to happen. Even though we have another alert of concern, maybe the decision will always be oriented to the economic stability and so on.
Yeah, but don't you think that, I mean, one of the objectives in Chile of having these vaccine passports was the idea to motivate young people to get vaccinated? Don't you think that from that point of view, it was a good idea? Because many, I mean, far more people, more young people got vaccinated. That's true, just to get the passport.
Yeah, for one hand, you can say that it was in the origin of the idea was a nice conceived idea of how to manage the mental health of the people. So in that sense, yes, but at the end, again, we have just heard the transition of some certain comunas. How to say it in English?
You don't have exactly that.
Well, comunas.
Yeah, but it's not exactly the same because it's another political geographical division.
Administration,
so
yeah.
It's another,
there are a lot of comunas that has changed the face with incidence rate of infections and so high that they must be in quarantine. So have ever been a case where the decisions of this government was really considering the epidemiologic measurement of how to control a virus, or just as like for the public and to show that they are doing some kind of things, but at the end will always prevail the economic aspect. So.
Okay, so you think that in the end, the economic aspect was the most important thing?
Yeah. Even though we know that the Delta variant is not here, at least until now, I don't know. I think in the next month we'll open the borders with the passport. If you are vaccinated with the 2 doses and you have waited the time enough to the immunogenicity, they will allow the travel, and going to happen the same thing with Brazil. In the summer, everybody went to Brazil and came back with the P1 virus, and now everyone wants to go to Europe.
Yeah. Yesterday I was watching TV and I learned that some people traveled to Brazil to watch the football match.
And there is no public, yeah.
That was without, with empty stadiums. So I don't know why they traveled to Brazil, but well, yeah, it was stupid. But
Sorry,
some
this is in the chat. There is a link with the news of the outbreak in Israel. If you want to know, the outbreak in school, that the Delta variant is more of concern to children. So there has been a lot of outbreaks in school, and teachers have been infected with the virus. So even though with the 2 doses and with Pfizer, so we have Israel that have a population vaccinated at I think the 60% of their population,
yeah,
and with Pfizer. So
yeah.
even though in that case we have that
So
kind of
we are hopeless then.
no, there is always a hope, but not this year. So
Not this year. Do you think that we will continue all the year with at home?
in Chile,
Yes.
no, I don't think.
No.
Now they're going to announce the new plan of the new modifications of the paso a paso plan with the incorporation of the recommendation of the Colmed. So who knows? But I don't think the economy is too important for this country more than the lives of the people. So I don't think.
Okay, thank you, Victor. So let's see, Sophia, welcome back.
Hi.
What do you think about vaccine passports?
I think it's a good idea, but I don't know if now the right time to have a vaccine passport. I'm thinking like on the future, maybe, but right now the situation is not the ideal for that kind of power for the people can move for wherever they want.
Yeah, try spreading the infection anyway. Exactly. Yeah. So, well, I assume that, are you vaccinated? Sorry for the question, but have you been vaccinated? Have you all been vaccinated or not?
Yes. Yes. At least I have my 2 doses, and yesterday it's been 14 days for the last doses.
Okay. Pfizer or the Sinovac?
Sinovac, because I'm too allergic. So the doctor recommends me that use Sinovac.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't know that. Yes,
it's a lot of cases that where the people are too allergic. They have I don't know the word in English.
What word?
But it's a really bad allergic reaction when you can read, and it's bad. Oh, I forget the word, even in Spanish.
What, sorry?
Yes, shock anaphylactico. So when someone like me is too allergic, it's better if you go into the doctor and ask if you can use Pfizer or Sinovac. In my case, she recommended me use Sinovac, and I'm okay. I didn't have any secondary effect.
You can say side effects.
Exactly.
Side effects. Yeah, I remember my mom is too allergic, and when I wanted to have her vaccinated in February, we were at the seaside, and they didn't want to do it because of that, because it was, I don't know if it was Sinovac at that time, but probably it was. And but it was a small place at the seaside, so they said no, I prefer. You should go to Santiago, and then, well, finally she was vaccinated with Sinovac, but they talked about allergy problems. Now I remember that. Yes. Okay, so I think that we all agree that vaccination passports are good, but not in the right, it's not the right moment to do it, to use them. Yeah. Okay. So we could say that we are for vaccination passports, but not in the right time. Okay. Anything else about vaccination passports? Any other comment you would like to make about it?
I
No?
don't have one. No.
No? Okay. So I would like to go back to the questions that were in exercise 5, the questions that were to be completed with a new vocabulary. And there are 8 questions. How many are you? 2, 3, 4, 5? 5 people. I want you to choose one question that you would like to answer about these questions. I mean, one of these 8 questions. Choose one. Do you remember the questions?
I have a question. I'm a little bit lost. This is the document in cursos, right?
Yes, vaccination. And this was part of the homework that students had for today. That's why I asked if, because we checked the homework. The homework that only Raquel did. But that's why I was asking you. I mean, if you had the answers. The other people that were in the class, do you remember the answer, the words to complete the questions?
Some of it.
Okay, I will read them again. Number 1 could be income. I will read just the words in the blanks, okay? Income or privacy. Number 2, elderly. Number 3, motivation. Number 4, perks, P-E-R-K-S. Number 5, lose out. Number 6, restrictions. Number 7, privacy. Number 8, fraud. So choose one of these questions to answer, please. Raquel, do you think you can? You could do.
Yes.
What question would you like to answer?
I think that the 3 one.
Number 3? Not
yes.
Number 3.
The number 3.
Number 3. What is your motivation to get out of bed in the morning? Okay, good. Tell us about it.
It's well, it's a little complicated to explain, but I think that it's myself, for my self-care. And I think that if I don't get up of the bed, I'm be depressed all day, maybe in bed, and when the lunch is coming, I don't want to get up because it's actually too late to get up, because I have to get up in the morning and not just before the lunch. For me, it's important because I'm a guilty person. I'm a really guilty person. So if I don't get up,
Sorry, I didn't get that part. You're what?
guilty.
Ah, guilty.
If for that reason, it's difficult for me to explain because I don't have the exactly word in English. But if I don't get up early in the morning of the bed, I feel guilty all the day after.
Okay.
And I feel depressed, and my head, my mind is really bad with itself.
What time do you
evil.
usually get up, Raquel?
I think that at 6:30 at the AM
By
to
during
do
the week.
during the week, yes,
And about
and
weekends?
maybe at 9.
Okay, really early.
Yes.
Okay.
It's because I live alone, so if I don't have that time, I don't do cleaning.
Okay.
I do not do laundry.
Okay. Yeah. So what is your motivation then to get out of bed in the morning?
Maybe in conclusion, maybe is the evil me not treat myself too bad.
Sorry, the what?
The evil me, my evil mind don't hurt me so much on the day and the rest of the day.
Okay, you don't want to
for the guilty.
during the day.
I'm sorry?
You don't want to feel guilty.
Yes.
During the rest of the day. Yeah.
Yes.
You feel that you did or you have done what you have to.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, good. Let's see, Belen, what about you? What question would you like to answer?
Okay, I choose number 5, but I want to say to Raquel, I feel that when I was living alone, I feel that, and it was
the same.
difficult. Yeah, the same. Now I don't live alone, so I don't feel that, but I know it.
You understand what she feels.
Yeah, I feel you.
Okay. Okay, let's see number 5. Do you think young people these days lose out on opportunities for a happy life compared to their parents? Okay.
Okay.
What can you say about this question, Belen?
I think this question is about like things like physical things, like older people normally have a house or children at a younger age than now. So I think it's about that, this question. But about the lose out opportunities, I would say it's not true, because the world it's not the same. The opportunities is not the same, and the younger people tries to get a happy life with the opportunities that we have. It's not like we lose out opportunities. It's the opportunities are not the same. Maybe we can get a house, for example, but we can travel, and it's a way to be happy in life. It's just different from before.
You mean that it's different? I mean, the opportunities that young people have now are different from the ones that their parents had.
Yeah, so the parents, the old people can say we lose opportunities to be happy, but the opportunities is not the same. So we don't lose it, are not the same. We don't lose them, they are different. So the younger people took the opportunities they have to be happy. This is just different.
Okay. Yeah, doesn't mean to lose out. So use
Yes.
other opportunities.
Yes.
Okay, good. Victor, now before you leave, what question would you like to answer?
The 7.
Not this 7, no, number 7.
I say number 7.
Yes. Are you someone who likes to have a lot of
Privacy.
privacy? Yeah. Or do you
Yeah.
prefer to be around people most of the time? Why? Okay.
No. I'm really a private person. I really don't like to expose myself to people that I don't know, but it doesn't mean that I don't like to know new people. But there is a difference between people that are the main effort or the main goal is to know a lot of new people, and I know a lot of them. And there is another type of people that I'm classify myself in about to know people, but in context of work. I don't know if I knew people to work together in some project in the future or something like that, but I don't go in my life to feeling the need to know new people all the time. And there's a lot of that people in the world right now.
Okay, to meet new people.
To meet new people.
Yeah. Okay, so you are kind of.
I mean, I'm very social person. I really, yeah, I'm a social. So it's not that I don't like it, but I prefer not to. So, for example, for vacation, I prefer to go to the mountains or
Alone.
no, not alone. So, I mean, it, since last year, I went to like a retreat by myself in Parque Conguillío.
Okay.
At the beginning of the year, I did it again because it's something that I like to do. But there is some instance where you have to go with some friends or coworkers or so on, and I don't have problem with it. I really love it, but I have that balance. I prefer always be more a little bit more privacy. Like that.
Okay. Okay. Thank you,
I
Victor.
have a question
Tell me.
uh,
Raquel.
for Victor. Yes, I have a question
For me,
Victor.
okay.
Yes.
Okay, Raquel.
For Victor. When you go alone, you rent a house or you camping alone?
Yeah, in Conguillío, for example, where there is a lot of entries, but you go like in the first station, and you have the permissions to stay in the park, and then you have like the routes and which places you must be to how to say it, some places that you must how to say it. Um, you have to give some signs of life, so to speak. So if you I don't know you go there like 1 month, like one day in the week you have to go there to say hello, I'm alive. I need that and not it. I so on, and you can
To
go.
report yourself in a way.
Yeah, yeah. So because there is no connection, there's only satellite connection in the how to say guardaparques.
Foresters.
Okay, forcer, and but that's it. And so I go with my camp staff. So I last this year I went like for 2 weeks alone. It was a really nice way to reset my mind of all of the things that happened to me last year.
Okay.
I only have one experience of camping, and that was in Torres del Paine. Was really wild. To say
But-
something.
By yourself, alone?
No. With three more people. One old lady, elderly lady that have 70, no,
They
70
were
years.
70 years old?
Yes.
Ooh.
In winter?
Wow.
You go there in winter?
No, in summer,
Okay.
in February, I think.
Mhm.
But with this old lady and with my boyfriend and in that time and his friend.
Mhm.
We are but I remember that was tough, but we actually trekking a lot with the bags and all the stuff. So maybe that's the reason. The park is more is bigger than Conguilleo, than
Yeah,
the Torres del
because
Paine.
you have you have the O route, you have the W route.
We do like a B one.
Oh,
Not the
short,
W, but the B.
the short part of the W route, yeah. But you have another kind of mindset when you go alone. You go really to enjoy yourself, and for me, actually, is to knowing me better each time. So, but when you go there with friends or with boyfriend, in your case or whatever, uh, you can uh, you can enjoy the travel, but it's not the same for me. It's going to be fine as well. You're going to be happy. You're going to laugh, all the things you want. But I think that is not the same kind of motivation that you have when you go there alone,
Yeah.
especially alone.
Mhm.
Thanks for us.
Okay, Raquel, be careful with
Thanks.
questions. You rent a house? No. Do you rent a house?
Okay.
Or do you go camping? Okay. Victor, knowing me, knowing myself.
Knowing myself.
Yes, because the subject and the object are the same person, so myself.
Yeah, but how can I say knowing me is better like that?
Sorry, knowing me what?
I want to say I love to know myself a little bit more than I used to.
Yeah, myself, yeah. That's
That's
correct. But myself, not me.
Okay, myself.
Okay. Thank you, Victor. Thank you again. Let's see,
Thank you.
Matilde. What about you? What question would you like to answer?
Maybe 7, the same.
The same, okay, good.
Yes, because my answer, I think it's the opposite.
The opposite to what?
The opposite of Victor.
Yeah.
Maybe I have to read the question.
Yeah, if you want.
Are you someone who likes to have a lot of privacy, or do you prefer to be around people most of the time? In a way. And I think if I have to choose, I prefer to be around people most of the time. I
Okay.
really enjoy share time with people, and I prefer that to be on my own most of the time.
Can you explain that? Why?
I think it's style of family thing. Always in my family and in my house, we are always together. We spend a lot of time together with my sister especially and my mom, and sharing all we laughed together. And actually, 2 weeks ago, I moved out to a house with 3 friends.
Okay.
Now I'm living there, and I don't have a lot of time alone. And I think I enjoy it better than being on my own. But I think it's because of my family. I have 2 sisters, and we are very, very close. And
Okay.
I used to share opinions, and I don't know, much things all the time. Then I prefer that to be on my own. But I think that's because I used to it, because of my family. It's a style of doing things.
Yeah,
And
it's a
now,
lifestyle in a way, or family
what?
style actually. I was thinking about lifestyle, but it's a family style.
Yes,
Yeah.
they are in general very close to
Yeah.
my cousins, also my aunts. We are
And if I
very,
understood you well, I mean, you said that you moved out with some friends now,
yes,
so you're no longer living with your family. I
no.
imagine that must be hard then.
Yes, but not for me. Actually, for my sister,
Yeah.
it's much harder or difficult. But I thought it would be more complicated being here and not have a lot of time of my own, because I'm with friends, and we share all with lunch together. We are speaking a lot of the time, and I'm really enjoying it.
Okay.
I hadn't been on my own, like in my room. When I'm not doing anything, I'm outside with my friends
Okay.
talking.
Yeah. No time to miss anybody.
No.
Okay, right. Good, Matilde. We have lunch together. No, we lunch. Lunch is the meal, not the action. Okay, so we have lunch together and we are speaking, we are talking.
We are talking.
Okay, good, Matilde. Let's see, Sophia, what about you?
I have to choose a
One
question.
Yeah, one.
Number 3. 3.
Number 3. What is your
Yes.
motivation to get out of bed in the morning? Good. Okay.
It honestly is drink a cup of coffee.
Yeah. Can you explain that, please?
And when I wake up, my first thought is I want a cup of coffee. So I tell myself, Sophia, move your ass out of bed, take a shower, and go for your coffee.
What type of coffee do you have?
De grano.
Real coffee then.
Yeah, real coffee. We have the tetera para el café. No sé.
Coffee pot.
Coffee pot, and we have this the machine when you destroy the granitos, molinillo.
That is wait. Is the grinder? Coffee grinder?
Coffee.
I
Yes,
think it's
I
coffee
think so.
grinder. Oh, sorry. I think so. Coffee grinder.
Yes, I think so.
Mhm.
And for the pot, if the pot is for tea, you have to say teapot.
Yes, yes. Pot is a container, so it can be teapots or it can be coffee pots. Double F, double E. Come on, coffee pots, yes. No, I asked you because when you drink you prepare real coffee, not instant coffee, it takes a while to do everything. I mean, and it requires some technique. I am awful at making coffee, so that's why I was asking you. Okay.
I use 1 spoon of coffee or 1 cup of coffee.
Okay, you use 1 spoonful.
Yes,
Spoon is
spoonful.
the object. Spoonful is the quantity that is contained in the spoon.
Okay, a spoonful.
A spoonful of coffee. That is something that I've never learned. I mean, with me, it never works. When I was
we don't have the difference in Spanish.
What do you mean?
For a measure thing, we don't have a word to say the measure empty and the measure full.
We do.
Palmada.
Cuchara y cucharada. Yeah. The same, because that is cuchara, spoon is cuchara, spoonful cucharada. Cucharadita, eso es cucharita de té. Well, obviously, teaspoon. Teaspoonful. It's the same as, I don't know, let's see, handful, puñado. And there is one example that has, it's totally different from Spanish. In Spanish, you say una taza de harina. Si la taza fuera de harina, ya no serviría como taza. ¿O no? But in English, it's different. Cup is the object. Cupful is the quantity that is contained in a cup. A cupful of sugar, a cupful of flour. Yeah? Do you understand it?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, Sophia, very good. Congratulations for your talent to make coffee. Do you like strong coffee?
Yes.
A strong black coffee or white coffee?
A strong black coffee.
Black coffee. Okay.
I use the coffee for wake up, so it's
to wake up.
Yes.
So más
it's more strong. Is the coffee better?
The stronger.
Stronger.
The stronger, the better. Mientras más cargado, mejor.
Yes.
The stronger, the better. Okay, guys, good. Ah, me dieron ganas de tomar café. And you know, I have coffee, real coffee, but it's always, it gets stale because I don't know how to prepare it correctly. So in the end, I finish, I start having instant coffee, but it's awful. Yes, okay, good.
But what kind of coffee pot did you have?
Are you asking Sophia?
No, to you.
I have different types of coffee pots. I have one, I mean, the traditional one that is like, I don't know, that has two parts and you open and you put the water in one part. That is one. That is a problem because I have an electric stove. So it's very complicated to, yeah, I don't like electric stove, but that is the way the cookie crumbles, so nothing to do. So I cannot use it properly. And I bought another one that is, but the other one is not that good because you have to use some coffee tablets or something like that. It's not a real coffee pot. You put the water and then you have to buy the packets of different types of coffee. It's okay.
Maybe you should try the French coffee pot. It's better, it's easier because
it's so
you have to put the coffee, then you put the the support that press the coffee, and then you have to put the water.
The
And
boiling
then you
water?
the
Okay.
boiled water, a boiled water.
Yeah.
It's already hot. Good. It's already hot.
And
But
it's ready.
and then you have to wait a little with the coffee and the water.
Yeah.
And maybe 2 or 3 minutes, and you have to put down the inside thing. I don't know how to say rejilla. It's like the filter. It's a metal filter that you have to put down, and then you have the coffee. And you calculate the for the example that Sophia says of the measure, one spoonful of coffee and 1 cupful of boiled water, and you have your coffee.
I will try the French one you said.
Yes.
Yeah. I really like it. It's so much easier. It's so much easier, and it's you have to get the molido. How do you say when the coffee is not at the grain? Grounded coffee? Ground coffee from the bag. So you just have a spoonful and the water and wait. It's like make tea from tea leaves.
Yeah.
Nearly the same. So easy.
I have something to prepare tea that is similar. Perhaps it's the same object or not?
You can use the French coffee pot to make tea leaves, to make tea.
Maybe I will try it today. Yeah, because
it's for the teapot. I have a teapot that have a filter, but you have to press the coffee, so it has to be that kind of pot, of boiled water pot.
You need more pressure.
Yeah, but I use the French coffee pot to make tea leaves, and it works perfectly.
It works? Yeah. I will try anyway. Nothing to lose.
I have a question before I leave. Can I?
Yes, sure.
This is for all the coffee drinkers out there. So I have a question about how long have been since the last time you drink coffee?
In the morning.
So, like an average, the majority of you drink like 3 cups of coffee?
3 cups per day, you mean?
Yeah.
I try to have less, 2 per day.
But every day, there is a day that you don't drink coffee?
Sorry?
There is a day that you not drink coffee?
No,
when
I
I'm
drink
sick.
all day.
Every day.
Why?
I
was like that until just last year, and I changed to mate. So it's more healthy, and it gives me the same reaction of the coffee. You are more alert. You don't have you are not so sleepy around. There is a secret for the how to say camioneros, the truck drivers.
Truck drivers?
Truck drivers, yeah. They have some routes that, I don't know, at about 36 hours long journey. Yeah. So they use a lot of mate, and it's more healthy and is less expensive. So
it's healthier.
Healthier, yeah.
Yeah.
So
like
for your consideration.
I think it's bitter.
Yeah, but it's there is like mate dulce. You can
Yeah, I
add
think
some
you can add sugar,
sucralosa. Yeah, you can do it. Or some honey. It's also.
yeah. And some people add some milk also. In the countryside, I remember some old people add some milk.
Yeah, there is another version that you have the mate with juice, like with orange juice
Oh, yeah?
or yeah, it's called tereré. It's like a cold drink, like mojito, but without alcohol.
But it's an alcoholic drink.
No, it's not alcoholic drink. It's like a preparation in a mate with in a
Orange
glass.
juice.
Yeah. Something.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
guys. Shall we go for a break now?
Okay.
Yes? 15 minutes? Victor, you
I must go now. So
you must leave. Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Well, see
Thank
you
you
next
for
week,
all.
Victor.
See you.
And the other people, thank you for your
Bye to all.
and the rest of people in 15 more minutes, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Let me close this.
See, some apple.
You have one apple. You're going to eat
I have.
an apple.
Okay.
You're going to eat some pieces of apple. Then you're going to eat some apple.
Some apple.
Yes, that's correct. No, yes,
Yeah.
I wanted you to be aware of the fact, okay? Okay, Togi, let me, wait a minute. Please go to Material Docente and download fish and chips, please. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Do you know fish and chips? Do you know what that means?
Pescado
Yes,
con papas.
I'm sorry?
Pescado con papas.
Yes, but do you know? Yeah, that's the meaning of fish and chips. Pescado con papa frita. Do you know anything else about the
it's like a traditional plate of I don't know if all Britain or just part of Britain. It's a traditional gastronomy
it's a traditional dish?
dish.
Yes. Plate is a container.
Okay.
Yeah. This can be the container, but also can be the food prepared in a certain way. Yeah. So fish and chips is a typical British dish. Yes. I think you can buy it anywhere in the UK. I mean, not only in England. Yeah. Do you know anything else about fish and chips? No?
How to prepare that?
I mean, any other information you may have about it? The origin, the way to prepare it, or I don't know, anything.
It's a hot dish.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
And you have to fry the fish with I don't know how to say the crispy thing that you have to put it. It's like a mix of maybe eggs, maybe oh, flower, no, flower,
Flower. Yeah. We're going to see those words now. I mean, the specific words used to explain what you mean. Pasarlo por harina, is that what you mean?
yes, yes.
Yeah. Batter, that's a word. Sorry. Batter, not butter. Batter, yes? Yes, something like that. Okay, well, today we're going to, in this part, we're going to work with this, okay? So we're going to get hungry now. Okay, let me see, every time I have this open, I cannot move this. Okay, first of all, we're going to see some pictures related to the seaside. All of here, we have 8 different pictures related to iconic things, as they say, at the British seaside. Add the vowels A, E, I, O, U to complete the word. Let's see if you can get the words. Do you understand? For example, the picture number 1.
Beach.
Do you get what they are?
Beach.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Well, the first, there are 2 words. The first one is beach. Beach, okay, beach. And the second one? Does anybody know? Huts.
No.
Beach huts. Do you know what they are for?
To undress.
Sorry?
To undress and change your clothes.
Exactly. It's a place to get changed. I mean, to change your clothes and put on your swimsuit. Yes. Right. Okay. Let's see picture 2. Do you know how to call those things?
I think that are deck chairs.
Very good. Deck chairs. Deck chairs. Very good. Well, number 3 is very easy. Let me see. Here we have fish and chips. Yes. Let's see picture 4.
Port,
I'm sorry?
port como puerto. I don't know how to pronounce.
Port, but be careful because port ends in T and here it ends in R.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what that is? If you look at the, I'm trying to look at the picture, I mean, enlarge the picture. What is that? Anybody? That's a pier. Muelle. Pier. Pier. Yes?
Yes.
You understand? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. I need to close this thing.
Is the same for duck, for example,
The same as what?
of pier,
The same as what?
pier, the last word,
So yeah, but pier is the same as what?
duck,
How do you write that?
D-O-C-K.
I'm not sure about it. Let me see. Maybe. Yeah, it's the same. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Ducks. Yes, you're right. Okay. Oop. Where was the? Okay. Well, let's see number 5. Easy. This is very easy. What is that? Ice cream. Let's see number 6. What is that?
Seagull?
Seagull.
Seagull. Right. Seagull. Right. Come on. I always have problems to wait. Sorry. I want to here. Seagull. Right. Let's see number 7.
I think it's wine break.
Windbreak. Yes. Windbreak.
Windbreak.
Right. And number 8.
Lighthouse?
Lighthouse. Very good. Lighthouse. Lighthouse, only one word, right? Lighthouse. Okay, girls, very good. Very good. You know more vocabulary than I thought. Okay, good. Do you know anything about British seaside? Do you have any idea, any information?
Not really.
Not really, not even in films? Haven't you ever watched a film where they show British seaside? I'm sure you have. Do you like watching films?
Yes, but maybe we
Raquel,
saw
I can hear from very long distance.
and now,
Yeah, that is much better.
yeah, maybe yes, we saw movies or films, but we don't know that what sea was,
What beach it was?
what beach it was, or what sea was.
Okay, but I
For
mean,
example, I saw Titanic, but I don't.
no, but Titanic was near Alaska. I mean,
Yeah.
it was not in
But-
Europe.
Oh,
I mean, the ship was British, yes, but
yeah.
the accident was near Alaska, no?
But they sail
From England, yes.
from England,
Yes.
and that's the coast of England. But the
that's
sea of England.
Yes, yeah. I don't know exactly which port they left from. Okay, that is one. Any other film? I don't know. The Bookshop? No. What other British films have you seen in relation to the sea, for example, where you could see the sea? Or what TV serials? None?
I watched The Crown, but
Yeah.
I don't remember, but I don't watch the complete series on all the seasons, like 4 or 5
Episodes.
episodes.
Yeah.
So I don't remember
Yeah.
about the.
I don't think that they show many beaches there because it's concentrated in cities, no? London and. But for example, talking about the Crown, in some films related to the wars in England, they have shown, for example, Churchill's biography. No.
At least the episode that I watched, I don't remember.
Yeah. Don't you like war films?
Yes.
Yes.
But the only beach that I remember is Normandy. No, not in England,
Okay, where is Normandy?
in France.
In France. It's opposite the channel. I mean,
Yes,
crossing the channel, you have Britain.
yes.
Yes. Yeah. And that is obviously in the south of England. Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
That is the best, let's say, the best beaches are there because it's the mildest climate. In the north, I mean, the northern you move in England, the colder it is, obviously, because then you get to Scotland, that is very cold. You get to the North Pole. So if you move to the south, it's much, I don't want to say hotter, but at least milder, I mean, warmer, yeah? So that's why Normandy, when the Allies arrived there, was in that part. Well, there is a TV, I mean, a Netflix series that is quite nice because I think it's very nice. It's a kind of Dr. Martin. Have you ever watched that?
No,
Netflix?
no,
Netflix?
no.
There are 2 or 3 seasons. The episodes are very short. It's very nice. It's very British. And the place where it is made, I mean, it's a kind of small village in the south of England. It's very, very nice. I highly recommend it to you. And it's very, I mean, the topic is nice. It's a bit funny. So whenever, and it's a very good practice of English. Okay, well, now you're going to listen to a podcast, okay? About fish and chips. But before listening, I want you please to wait. I missed the page. Where is it? Come on. Where is it here? I want you please to go to page 2, exercise 2. Here you have 6 sentences, okay? Please read them before listening.
I have a question.
Tell me.
Mushy peas?
Peas
What?
son arvejas. And mushy, blandas.
Okay.
Yeah?
Thanks.
Very soft. Okay. Any other question?
I think not.
No? Okay. So you're going to listen and say if they are true or false. If they are false, you must tell me why they are false. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Let me go to. Okay, here we go.
Hi listeners, welcome to another edition of our Life in Britain podcast. We're in Brighton today, and we're having fish and chips on the beach. What could be more British? I'm talking to food historian Charlotte Mullet about this iconic British food. Charlotte, tell us first of all, what exactly is fish and chips?
Of course. Fish and chips is a meal that consists of white fish that is fried in batter and accompanied by fried potato pieces. The most popular types of fish are cod and haddock.
So are chips the same as fries?
Not really. Fries are often thinner than chips. And while you often have ketchup with your fries, chips are usually served with salt and vinegar. You eat the chips with a special plastic or wooden chip fork that comes with your meal. Or you use your hands.
These chips are delicious. Tell me about this green stuff we got with our meal.
You mean mushy peas? A portion of mushy peas is often included with fish and chips. Mushy peas are a beautiful green colour, so they look like a fresh vegetable. But they're made with a kind of dried pea, so it's more like having beans with your meal.
I've also got a pickled onion here.
Yes, the sharp taste of pickled onion goes really well with the fried fish and chips. Some people also like a pickled egg with their meal.
What's the history of fish and chips?
We think that it developed from the cooking of Jewish immigrants who came to England from Spain and Portugal in the 16th century. They brought a tradition of frying fish with them. We're not sure exactly how the fried fish came together with the chips, but we know that in the 1860s, people were selling takeaway fish and chips in London and in the north of England. These were the first chippies.
And who was buying fish and chips?
It was a really popular food for working people. In fact, it became so popular that the government made sure it was available during wartime. This really kept people's spirits up during those difficult years.
And fish and chips is still a great comfort food, and that's been important during the pandemic. Now, tell me, is it true that fish and chips used to be served in old newspapers?
That's right. Recycling isn't a new idea. This continued until the 1980s, but it stopped because people were worried about safety. However, chippies are now part of another type of recycling. Waste vegetable oil from frying is now being used to make biodiesel, a fuel for cars and buses.
Interesting. How do you see fish and chips in the future?
Well, fish and chips will be as popular as ever, but some things will have to change. Cod and haddock are becoming more difficult to catch and more expensive. The British need to learn to appreciate other types of fish. And chippies use too much plastic to wrap and serve fish and chips. We need to find other types of packaging. Maybe we should go back to using newspapers.
Maybe we should. Thanks so much, Charlotte. I've really learnt a lot about fish and chips.
Once again, or was it enough?
I think that it wasn't enough, but in my case,
It was enough?
I'm not
It
sure about one. Maybe we could listen in again.
Once again, okay.
Hi listeners, welcome to another edition of our Life in Britain podcast. We're in Brighton today and we're having fish and chips on the beach. What could be more British? I'm talking to food historian Charlotte Mullet about this iconic British food. Charlotte, tell us first of all, what exactly is fish and chips?
Of course. Fish and chips is a meal that consists of white fish that is fried in batter and accompanied by fried potato pieces. The most popular types of fish are cod and haddock.
So are chips the same as fries?
Not really. Fries are often thinner than chips. And while you often have ketchup with your fries, chips are usually served with salt and vinegar. You eat the chips with a special plastic or wooden chip fork that comes with your meal. Or you use your hands.
These chips are delicious. Tell me about this green stuff we got with our meal.
You mean mushy peas. A portion of mushy peas is often included with fish and chips. Mushy peas are a beautiful green colour, so they look like a fresh vegetable. But they're made with a kind of dried pea, so it's more like having beans with your meal.
I've also got a pickled onion here.
Yes, the sharp taste of pickled onion goes really well with the fried fish and chips. Some people also like a pickled egg with their meal.
What's the history of fish and chips?
We think that it developed from the cooking of Jewish immigrants who came to England from Spain and Portugal in the 16th century. They brought a tradition of frying fish with them. We're not sure exactly how the fried fish came together with the chips, but we know that in the 1860s, people were selling takeaway fish and chips in London and in the north of England. These were the first chippies.
And who was buying fish and chips?
It was a really popular food for working people. In fact, it became so popular that the government made sure it was available during wartime. This really kept people's spirits up during those difficult years.
And fish and chips is still a great comfort food, and that's been important during the pandemic. Now, tell me, is it true that fish and chips used to be served in old newspapers?
That's right. Recycling isn't a new idea. This continued until the 1980s, but it stopped because people were worried about safety. However, chippies are now part of another type of recycling. Waste vegetable oil from frying is now being used to make biodiesel, a fuel for cars and buses.
Interesting. How do you see fish and chips in the future?
Well, fish and chips will be as popular as ever, but some things will have to change. Cod and haddock are becoming more difficult to catch and more expensive. The British need to learn to appreciate other types of fish. And chippies use too much plastic to wrap and serve fish and chips. We need to find other types of packaging. Maybe we should go back to using newspapers.
Maybe we should. Thanks so much, Charlotte. I've really learnt a lot about fish and chips.
Okay. Let's see. Wait. Let's see number 1. Belen, please. Can you read it and tell me if it is true or false?
Okay. Number 1 says, chips and fries are exactly the same thing. No, fries are thinner than chips, and fries is usually served with ketchup, but chips are served with salt and vinegar.
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 Yes. Okay, very good. Very complete answer, Belen. Very good. It's false, definitely. Right. Number 2, Matilda, please.
Mushy peas are like beans, and it's true.
True. Right. Raquel, number 3, please.
Fish and chips as a meal became popular in the 1680s. I think that it
Became in the past.
became.
Yeah.
I think that is false.
Okay.
I heard that is the 1860s.
Exactly. In the 1860s. Very good. Good. Let's see, Sophia, number 4, please.
Mostly children bought fish and chips. It's false because it's working people.
Very good. Working people. Very good. Let's see, Belen, please, number 5.
5. Fish and chips were advertised in newspapers. And it's false because it was served in newspapers.
Right. Very good. Let's see, Matilda, number 6, please.
Okay. Waste oil from frying fish and chips is used to power vehicles.
Vehicles.
Yes. And it's true.
True. Okay, very good. Any questions or comments about these sentences?
I didn't get the names of the fish. Can you say?
Yeah, well, we're going to get into that in the second part because there is a second part of open questions about the same type, okay? Please go to page 3, exercise 4, listening 2. Here you have 7 questions, okay? Okay. Please read the questions. Okay.
Yes, I am.
Any
Yes.
questions? Okay. Now you will listen to it for the last time for you to see how to answer these questions, okay? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Let me see. I missed. Wait. Okay.
Hi listeners, welcome to another edition of our Life in Britain podcast. We're in Brighton today and we're having fish and chips on the beach. What could be more British? I'm talking to food historian Charlotte Mullett about this iconic British food. Charlotte, tell us first of all, what exactly is fish and chips?
Of course. Fish and chips is a meal that consists of white fish that is fried in batter and accompanied by fried potato pieces. The most popular types of fish are cod and haddock.
So are chips the same as fries?
Not really. Fries are often thinner than chips. And while you often have ketchup with your fries, chips are usually served with salt and vinegar. You eat the chips with a special plastic or wooden chip fork that comes with your meal. Or you use your hands.
These chips are delicious. Tell me about this green stuff we got with our meal.
You mean mushy peas? A portion of mushy peas is often included with fish and chips. Mushy peas are a beautiful green colour, so they look like a fresh vegetable. But they're made with a kind of dried pea, so it's more like having beans with your meal.
I've also got a pickled onion here.
Yes, the sharp taste of pickled onion goes really well with the fried fish and chips. Some people also like a pickled egg with their meal.
What's the history of fish and chips?
We think that it developed from the cooking of Jewish immigrants who came to England from Spain and Portugal in the 16th century. They brought a tradition of frying fish with them. We're not sure exactly how the fried fish came together with the chips, but we know that in the 1860s, people were selling takeaway fish and chips in London and in the north of England. These were the first chippies.
And who was buying fish and chips?
It was a really popular food for working people. In fact, it became so popular that the government made sure it was available during wartime. This really kept people's spirits up during those difficult years.
And fish and chips is still a great comfort food, and that's been important during the pandemic. Now, tell me, is it true that fish and chips used to be served in old newspapers?
That's right. Recycling isn't a new idea. This continued until the 1980s, but it stopped because people were worried about safety. However, chippies are now part of another type of recycling. Waste vegetable oil from frying is now being used to make biodiesel, a fuel for cars and buses.
Interesting. How do you see fish and chips in the future?
Well, fish and chips will be as popular as ever, but some things will have to change. Cod and haddock are becoming more difficult to catch and more expensive. The British need to learn to appreciate other types of fish. And chippies use too much plastic to wrap and serve fish and chips. We need to find other types of packaging. Maybe we should go back to using newspapers.
Maybe we should. Thanks so much, Charlotte. I've really learnt a lot about fish and chips.
Okay. Let's see question 1. Who can answer question 1?
I can.
Sophia, okay.
And they are a type of fish.
Right. They are a type of fish, of white fish.
Yes.
Do you know the meaning in Spanish? Cod and haddock.
No.
No, anybody?
No.
Cod means bacalao. And haddock, I was looking up this word because I know the fish, but I don't know the translation. I don't know if there is a translation for Spanish, in Spanish, and I found some things that I don't know what that. I thought it was merluza, but it's not. That's the word, the translation I found. Egle fino, I've never heard that. Or abadejo, I've never heard that. Have you ever heard that?
No, I haven't.
The vets.
I have read it in books, but I don't know the fish.
You don't know the fish. I know the fish, but I don't know the name in Spanish. I mean, I thought it was similar to merluza, but it's not. Yeah, actually, probably this fish is not. Haddock is found all over the North Atlantic. Well, if that is the case, it shouldn't be in the Pacific. Okay, but there are two types of fish. Have you ever tried cod? Have you ever tried cod? Do you know cod?
I think I'm not.
No, you haven't? It's very, very good. Cod. Yeah. Okay, let's see number 2. Who can do number 2?
Me?
Matilde? Okay.
Yes. I just wrote that you can eat. The question is, how do you eat fish and chips?
Yes.
And I wrote, you can eat it with your hands or with a fork that it's included with your meal.
Exactly, yeah. Well, also with special plastic or with some fork, yeah. This is a fork, is a wooden fork, or with your hands. Yes, it depends on where you buy it. Yeah, good. Let's see number 3. Who can do number 3? Anybody?
I just recognize. I just
I know one.
Okay.
have one.
I have one too. Only one.
Okay,
The
let's see.
pickled onion.
Onion.
Yeah, what two types
I
of
have the same.
pickled? First of all, what is pickled? Pickled food, what is that?
It's conserve made with vinegar and condiments.
Yeah.
It can be from different vegetables, like, I don't know, onion
Yeah.
and cucumber.
Okay, cucumber. Vinegar.
Cucumber.
Vinegar, yes.
Vinegar.
Well, so it's first of all, pickling is a method to preserve food through vinegar. I mean, people leave it there for. In Chile, I think we use pickled onion, but it has a different flavor. It's sweet. In my opinion, it's not good, but it's not like cebolla en escabeche chilena. No, The other one is sweet or sweetish. It's, I see if it has.
I think it's because the onion that they have, it's different from what we have here.
Yeah, it's softer.
Yeah, yeah, it's they have a name for it. It's not exactly onion. I can't recall the name.
I don't know, but well, but the pickling is a way to preserve through vinegar and some condiments. Yes. So what two types of pickled food do people enjoy with fish and chips? One is pickled onion. That was the only one you got?
Yes, I listened. She said on, like on, but I don't know what it is. But she said onion and on
Yes.
pickle, but I don't know what
Pickled,
the word.
something that, don't ask me what it is like, because I don't know it. Pickled egg. That is something to me that is totally unknown. I don't know. I've never seen it, and of course I've never eaten it. So, but that is what she said, pickled egg, sorry, pickled onion or pickled egg on it. I mean, on fish and chips. Doesn't sound attractive anyway, I think. Well, let's see number 4.
I recall the name of the onion.
I'm sorry?
I recall the name of the onion,
Yeah.
but it's not exactly onion. In Spanish, it's chalota.
Ah, chalota, like in the south, but it's not the same. Shallots, yeah, I know shallots.
Those are the European onions.
Yeah.
Actually, my mom buy it in the summer. That is a little onion, more sweet. In France,
softer.
they eat it.
Are you sure? Let me see. Well, I don't know if I...
Yes, I'm sure.
Shallot, is that the way to write it? Shallot.
I think it's with C or not.
I think it's with S. Wait a minute.
That's it.
That's it, yes. But it's a type of onion, but it's not the only onion you can have there.
Yes, it's a type of onion, but
yeah.
I think it's that, what do you refer?
No, I mean onion, the same onion that you know, but the difference is the way, I mean, with like pickled one with sugar. I don't know if it has sugar, but it's sweet. It's sweet because of the preparation of that. No, I don't know. I don't like it at all. Yeah, or perhaps it was, but I'm sure that onion is cheaper than shallots. Yeah, I have had shallots in the south of Chile. When they don't have onions, they have shallots in the south. Well, okay. Let's see, number 4. Who brought the tradition of fried fish to England? Who can answer that?
Me, the Jewish.
Jewish, the Jews. Jewish is
The
an
Jews.
adjective. Jewish, Jewish what?
Immigrant.
Okay, Jewish immigrant. Coming from where?
Portugal and Spain.
Mm-hmm. Right. Jewish immigrant coming from Spain and Portugal. Right. Let's see number 5. Why did the government make sure that fish and chips were available during wartime? Anybody?
Because it was a comfort food.
Okay, and what do you understand? They didn't define it, but what do you understand by comfort food?
I'm not sure, but I understand that is like a traditional food, but like a loving food. Like we can say here, maybe a cazuela, something that you make happy, something that make you happy.
That's the thing. That's the thing. Yes, it's a way to keep people's spirits up in times of trouble. I mean, yes, that's it. That is a comfort food. Do you think it is cazuela?
I don't know if it's for everyone, but for me, I don't say cazuela. I would say maybe puré con huevo.
Very nice. Oh, I'm getting hungry now. From coffee.
Sopaipilla.
Okay.
A banana bread.
Banana what?
Banana bread.
Banana bread. What is that?
Bread like queque de plátano.
Banana cake.
Cake. I usually read banana bread at recipes.
Banana bread?
Like
Bread like
pan de
pan.
plátano, no?
Yes.
Banana bread. What is that? I've never heard that.
Is
Bread? Banana cake? No. Where did you get that expression, banana bread?
by the recipes, the YouTube or Google.
Banana bread? I've never heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah? Banana cake.
I saw
would
too.
have-
Sophia agrees.
Yeah, I'm agree.
Yes,
Yeah.
I will write it down. I've never seen that.
And it exists. It's banana
Yeah.
bread, like pan de banana.
De
Pan de
plátano.
plátano.
Yeah.
¿Y eso equivale a queque de plátano o es otra cosa?
No, it's queque de plátano. I search for recipes usually, and the name of the queque de plátano, it's banana bread.
Yes.
Yes, it's the same recipe with the bananas and the flour and the sugar. It's the same.
Oh, I will check it because I believe you, but I've never seen it and I would have never imagined that that existed.
You can
Okay.
Google it.
Yeah, I will do it. Yeah, no, I believe you. But to me, it's something totally new. Well, I'm sure that I learn more with students and students from me. Okay, well, where was it? So, yeah, we were talking about comfort food. Yes. Okay, let's see number 6. Why did people stop using newspapers to sell fish?
Because people were worried about safety of the food.
Yeah. Yeah, what could be the dangers of using newspapers?
I think the how to say it, metal heavy metal, no, metal pesado. Heavy metal. Yes.
What happens with that?
That is in the paint, in the paint and the tintura of the, yes, and that accumulates in the organism because it's heavy and that provokes damage.
Yeah, so the ink.
I don't remember what's the metal.
Lead? No, I don't know. I have no idea.
Plomo.
Lead?
But in the paper, it's. I
mean, newspapers are written and you use ink to write the newspaper. I don't know the metals that are present in ink. No idea. Lead? Plomo?
Plomo.
Lead.
I think.
Lead.
Mercury?
Mercury also?
I think so.
I don't know.
But I think
No, I think that is in the water, maybe in the fridge, but not in the ink.
Not in the ink? I don't know. I have no idea about that.
They use lead for
Lead.
lead. They use lead for paint.
To paint? To paint?
Yes.
Now in the paint, not
in
for
ink.
paint. In
La tinta.
in the ink and on
Yes.
all paints.
And paint.
All the buildings have lead.
Lead.
Lead. Have lead.
When you talk about the metal, you pronounce it lead. When you talk about the verb to lead, then you say lead. It's the same word pronounced in two different words, depending on the meaning, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, so the metal is lead. Yeah, definitely it's because of the, how toxic ink is that is coming from the heavy metals, yeah? Okay, and let's see the last question. What two things will have to change in the future for fish and chips? Anybody?
They have to use another kind of fish.
Why?
Because the cod and the haddock are expensive and decrease their population.
Yeah, it's difficult to find.
It's difficult to find that.
Yeah, okay, that is one. And what is the other thing?
They are expensive.
Well, they are expensive because they are difficult to find. But
I think the other change, it has to be the plastic wraps that are served with the fish and chips.
Yeah, they will have to change the packaging. Yes. Less plastic in the packaging. Yeah. Okay, very good.
I have a question. How you write it?
How do you write what?
Packaging.
Packaging? Wait, sorry. Packaging.
Thanks.
Yes. Well, in this unit that we are not going to have time to do it today because it's rather long. Besides using the vocabulary that we have already seen and the listening, we also have something that, in relation to grammar, that has to do with passive voice, okay? Well, in this case, in this example, it is connected to food, but also this structure can be used with science. All the description of processes, actually. Food, and we're talking about cooking, is a process also. So that's why I am interested in this structure. Let's see. Here we have some examples of that, okay? For example, fish and chips is a meal that consists of white fish that is fried in batter and accompanied by fried potato pieces. Here we have one example. We have basically passive voice is verb to be plus the main verb of the action in past participle. Here we have fish is fried and accompanied, two verbs connected with the same verb. That is in terms of the structure. But also something important in this structure is that the important thing is not who does the action, but the action itself, right? That is the most important thing. For example, let's see the second example. Chips are usually served with salt and vinegar. Here, doesn't matter who serves that. The thing is that they are usually served. So it's impersonal. Do you understand it?
Yes.
But the subject is not the chips in this
Yes.
case?
Chips
Ah,
is the subject, but different from other sentences with active voice. If you say, let me see an example. If you compare this with this example. People serve chips with salt and vinegar. Yeah. If you compare these two sentences, I mean, people serve chips with salt and vinegar, and chips are usually served with salt and vinegar, the emphasis is different. In the first case, the example I wrote, we have people as the subject. People do this action. Yes? So the subject is the doer of the action. And chips in this example is the object, is the one receiving the action of the verb. Yes? Do you understand it?
yeah.
But in the example given by on the file, chips are usually served with salt and vinegar. Chips also is a subject, but there is a great difference with the other one. Chips receive the action, they don't do the action. Can you see the difference?
Yes.
So in the second example, never mind who does the action. It doesn't matter, or it is irrelevant, or it is secondary. That's why this structure is used to explain processes, describe processes. Yes?
Yes.
Look at the other example. A portion of mushy peas is often included with fish and chips. Again, the portion of peas is included. Who includes it? Never mind. Yes? Well, if it's not in this example, but in other examples, if, let's imagine, it was important to mention who. For example, here, I could say, a portion of mushy peas is often included with fish and chips by people. I would use the preposition by, and then I would include the agent of the thing. If it was important. Do you understand it?
Yes.
Yes? It's the same when you say John. Let's see. Let me see another example that is simpler than this. For example, if you say, John Smith wrote a good book. I don't know. Okay, in this example, clearly the important thing is John Smith. He is the one that wrote the book. But if I say this book was written by John Smith, the emphasis is totally different. The emphasis is in the book. This book was written by John Smith. In English, the information that is in the subject and the verb is the most relevant. That's why this structure is so widely used. Do you understand it?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay, the last example given here is mushy peas are made with a kind of dried pea, the same. Don't care who. I mean, they are made like that. That's it. Okay? Any questions about it?
I think no.
No questions? Okay.
I have one, in fact.
So, I'm sorry?
I have one question.
Tell me.
I'm not sure when I have to or I can use that in the sentence. Like the white fish that is fried, I understand, but sometimes that palabra, word, that word, you don't use that. So I'm not sure what is the rule to apply for that.
Sometimes you can omit it and some other times you cannot. Is that the question?
I think so.
Fish and chips, I'm reading the first example. Fish and chips is a meal that consists of white fish that is fried in butter. Yeah, okay. Let's see there. Fish and chips is a meal that consists. Here we have, okay. Fish and chips is a meal that is one part, the main sentence, yes, the most important part. And then we have extra information that consists of white fish, blah, blah, blah. Yes? So
yes.
The bridge that connects this extra information that is about meal is used, I mean, the bridge is that. I'm giving extra information about meal.
Okay.
Yeah, in that case, I cannot omit it. No,
but
because
it can be a comma or a point.
No comma. When you use a comma, you use which, not that.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Now, an example when you where you can omit is when you say the people that no, let me see. Let's see, they think that it is good, whatever. In this case, we have two different sentences. They think, you have subject and verb. It is good, subject and verb. And that is also linking, but is linking two complete sentences that have complete meaning separately. Yes?
Okay.
In that case, you can omit that. They think it's good. Do you understand it?
Yes.
Yeah, I know that this requires more exercises.
Yes.
Yeah, it is. I mean, yeah, I'm sure about that. Let me write it down and I will explain it next class.
Okay.
I will write it. Here we can have an important point. Wait, let me.
I usually ask me for that the use of that
Yeah.
when I write in a paper. So I say, I don't know, the virus that can infect the cell. I'm not really sure if that is well used or not.
Yeah. Let's see, what about the other people? Do you have the same doubt? Because it's not only that, is which, is who, is whose, is what. Nobody? Well, let's see, next class I will show you some rules and some examples to see what happens, okay? Well, finally, okay. I suppose it's not only Belen's doubt. I suppose.
No, I didn't understand very well the doubt.
When to use and when not to use that. I mean, when you can omit it and when you cannot.
That, the word that?
Yes.
Okay, yes.
That was a word.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I will ask you to do some homework, but please this time do it. Yes? It's very short. Please, I want you to, well, here you have, I mean, the same examples we read in the passive voice are here in active. That is the opposite of, for you to compare, okay? I want you please to, this example, I mean, this exercise, this is, I don't know if it has a number. Well, this exercise, why is the passive, sorry, talking about passive for describing food. Think of an iconic meal from your country. There you can use cazuela or something. Write some sentences about it using the passive. Use the words you're given. Here you have some words: fry, cook, bake, or other cooking verb, include, make, serve, with, accompany. Only this, please. Okay?
Okay.
Only that homework. Okay?
Can you please send an email maybe because Victor don't have this information?
But he can watch the recording, I think.
Yes, it's
Well,
an option.
send him
Or the other option is send an email.
an email. Do you want to send him an email?
We can write it in alumnus forum.
Come on, I think that Victor should watch our recorded class. That is his duty.
Okay.
Yes?
Okay.
Okay, guys. Well, I hope you have a good weekend as long as possible. But my homework is very short, so shouldn't take that long, okay? Okay, girls. All girls, yes. See you then next Tuesday. Okay? Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, welcome.
Bye.